Are we ready?
Liepa is ready.
Oh my god,
Slurp.
that's how we start. Thank you, Liepa, for entering.
So, Liepa, do you have anything to say?
Thanks, Liepa, for your input. Uh, so, hello to This is Not an Advice podcast.
Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello. We are back after the first episode goes second episode.
Yay.
Yes. So, episode 2, 14,000 kilometers to work.
14,000 kilometers.
Yes.
That's what you calculated how much we traveled in total last year.
Yes.
And this is not a traveling podcast, but
This is not a traveling podcast, but today we'll talk about traveling from home to work.
because it's fun.
Fun. And it's part of our career. Do you have something to say what happened last week, this week?
No, what happened?
You lifted 90 kilograms.
Yes. Yes.
Well done.
I did, but it's not my personal record, not my personal best, but it's the best of this year.
Yeah. Congrats.
So it felt good. And you lifted 100, no?
I lifted 100. It's not my personal record, but it's the most I lifted this year.
So happy days?
Happy days. I made steaks
Twice, no?
twice. That's a lot. We ate a lot of meat this week.
Are you feeling meaty?
It was unusual to our non-meat menu of the week.
Yeah, because you were cooking more than usual.
Yeah, then it makes it that there's more meat because I have no idea what to make out of not meat.
I don't believe you. But also you found some good discounts,
Yeah.
and that's why you got inspired.
Yeah, but when I think about cooking and I think about meat, so then the discounts find me. I don't
Seek
look
for
to
them.
I don't seek for other things discounts. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Pasta man. So last year let's get into it. Enough of this.
Okay, if you don't want to say anything, what happened?
You have
last
something
week?
else.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was quite a training week.
Quite a training week.
Quite a training, teaching,
like every week.
working. Yeah.
It was quite basic week, no?
Yeah, it was quite basic week. And I think we will have few more, like 3 more of these basic weeks, and then we're gonna
Start the hula baloo
start the chaos of the year.
because of our carriers.
Career, traveling and rehearsing and performing.
But not so much traveling. I mean,
No, not so. No, let's see.
let's see, but I have a feeling that we will not reach the...
14,000?
No, I don't think so, except...
Depends how much we drive. Anyways,
Anyways.
so last year we did 14,000 kilometers just going to work.
Do you have any idea what is the average person's spending on the work trip?
I don't know, but it's not that far. I've been talking to a person who is going every day to work, and it's our car kilometers and my friend's car's kilometers were similar because we don't travel every day with car, but then when we travel.
Then we catch up
then
those
we go.
everyday work travelers.
But I don't know. People who are watching can say us if this is, whoa, my God, or is like, yeah, I do it in a year.
Maybe when they hear in which amount of days you drove those kilometers, they will be, oh my God.
Oh, my God.
At least I am. And Because I don't drive and you always just drive us to places.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm trying not to be annoying next to you.
that's an interesting thing of this. We have clear roles: a driver, an entertainer.
No, I'm happy if you see it that way.
I mean,
That it's interesting, not frustrating.
we have roles, but do we like
Fulfill them.
fulfill them? That's another question. Well, I was driving.
Well, we are here and everything else went so far all right. So I guess we have fulfilled something.
Could be better, could be worse. Yeah, it's always, we don't know how.
But can the driver reach the place without the entertainer, or if the entertainer fails really badly?
Can entertainer reach the place without the driver? Or no, yeah, whatever.
This year I'll be next to the road.
With Chinese pole in your hands.
Yes.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we were traveling so much by car, out of many reasons, is because we have show stuff, and then we go to residencies and shows, and it's just easier, cheaper,
For sure, cheaper.
for sure cheaper.
Because our stuff weighs a lot and we would need many
Yeah,
luggages. And also, we don't like flying.
we don't like flying, and this year we might have to fly.
We will have to fly. But it's been a couple of years no flights at all, hasn't it?
I think so.
At least 2 years, I think we have been only going to places by car.
Yeah,
Or train or ferry. But no flying.
yeah.
Good job.
Oh,
Handshake.
handshake of the episode. Maybe we should call it handshake podcast. No, but that's weird.
Sounds weird.
How do you call the Finnish tradition of handshakes? Just handshakes?
Independence Days. Let's call it celebration now,
Okay.
because I don't know how to translate. No, it's kind of Independence Day entrance.
Entrance. Well, we will not call this episode entrance or this podcast.
Because we're nothing.
Okay, so should we go? I will go trip by trip. I have wrote them down.
Rotten down.
And hopefully it will go smooth. It doesn't start like that, but did not start. Doesn't start. Wow. So we went first to Lappeenranta in Finland.
In January.
Yes. We went to work in a school, circus school.
Yes.
That was because we stayed there for 5 months. So still, if you count both ways, because we went both ways, it was 1,600 kilometers. Plus, of course, driving there.
Yes. And we didn't stay exactly there all 5 months. We had travels inside.
Yes.
But yeah, it was still the time when we were homeless.
Yeah.
Kinda homeless. But maybe people a bit misunderstand when we call ourselves homeless. It was just we didn't have apartment for 2 years.
Something like that.
1.5.
When our stuff was in the bags, lots of bags in my parents' house, in my old room. And we were sleeping there from time to time.
And then in my parents from time to time.
And then that's, yes.
And
most of the time we were on the road and sleeping in other countries and so on and so on.
yes. Residencies gave us sleeping place.
Yes.
And car was a friend at the time.
Car was our, most trustable house or thing which was always with us.
It was our home.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that if there is no place tonight, the car is
Even though,
But even though we slept probably less than 10 nights in the car.
yeah, because it was always full with our stuff.
Yes. So then we needed to go to hostel or something instead.
Yeah,
But we slept a few nights in the car.
yeah.
Maybe more than 10. No, anyways, that was still our homeless times.
Yeah. And then inside being in Finland, we went to Riga for a Riga circus opening.
Oh, who did and who didn't?
Well, we both went. Just you were not really in a mood for participating anywhere.
I don't know what is the disease called. But I thought I was gonna die. So when we got to Riga, then you actually needed to continue to Lithuania to
Yeah,
save my ass.
we went to Lithuania to get some medicine for Aino and go to hospital.
Because I didn't have a European health insurance card. What is it that?
Is this an advice? Get your European health card always before traveling.
Yes. And because my address was still in Lithuania, even though we were living already in Finland.
Yeah.
So it would have cost a lot of money to go to hospital in Latvia. Or maybe not a lot, but would have been more complicated.
Yeah.
And we were like 100 kilometers from Lithuania, so then you took me to
Yeah.
Pasvalys.
Pasvalys saved your ass.
And I'm forever thankful to Pasvalys hospital
So
for
that was
being so fast and helpful.
yeah. And
Antibiotics kicked in.
yeah. It's how it works. You don't have to explain this stuff. Jeez.
Well, you go ahead and explain that. Whatever you wanted to explain.
So soon we're gonna start to make our own podcast, but we can still try together.
Our own, your own, my own.
Yes.
Aren't we doing our own podcast?
Oh my god. Okay. So while traveling to Finland, it's our basic route. We have done that many times to go.
And we will do it many times.
Yeah. It's like 8 a.m. leaving or something, 6 o'clock ferry, so around 10 hours driving, and then I don't know, what do we do in those trips. We don't plan too much because it's kind of became a basic trip, so we don't plan like, oh, we will do that and that on the way, or we just go.
Usually, yes, that trip.
Let's go to the next trip, which was from Finland to Norway.
Mm.
Norway.
No way.
No way. Did we go there? No way. Oh my god, this is terrible.
This is not a fun podcast. This is not a comedy podcast.
It's not? Whoa.
No way.
No way. Okay, so we went from. It's a bit not
It's a good job.
It's a good trip. It's not exactly only work. So those it was 3,200.
Yeah, because we went to my grandparents' also.
Yes. So we went from south of Finland to north of Finland, and then to Oslo.
Through Sweden.
Through Sweden. We stayed in Oslo after we performed in Oslo in a concert with Handguiden, which was amazing. We were so happy and
Still are.
still are.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. And then we went back to Lappeenranta through Stockholm with the ferry, where we slept in the ferry, which was like claustrophobic. I felt like, oh my god, this is so weird. So I just kept on watching TV not to think about that I'm in such a small space.
But it wasn't that small even. But maybe you haven't slept so many
Yeah.
times in this kind of...
I'm not used to this stuff.
At least I think in train it's even smaller, way smaller.
Mm.
If you sleep in
Oh,
almost any train.
never did that,
Never will.
and I might.
Never say never.
Jeez.
But if that made you claustrophobic, I don't know how would you manage in train.
What did we do when we went to Norway while driving? Because we had some really long driving days, like 8, 9 hours of driving.
But we still weren't into audiobooks.
No.
We had something.
Maybe we listened to podcasts. And also in that trip we were filming for the reel. So at some point or after the trip, my full phone was full of only road videos. road, different road, or different road, but it didn't seem like different road.
And I was trying to catch the signs when the country
Yeah.
changes.
Border. In the border, a sign of a country with the name of the country.
But I was failing so hard.
And it was always, I say, oh, look, yeah, you missed it. And then you're like, so why do you even say if you see that I will miss?
So we were just causing each other pain in the ass
Yeah.
on these trips. But
And I think we like caught like one border or something.
probably. That wasn't successful.
No,
But
no.
we must have had some other activities too. Or were we just talking?
Oh my God,
That's
impossible.
with you.
Just talking. What did we have to talk about? So
At least
much.
I remember I took this video of myself and I thought that I would put the text that when I have to listen what Castas is talking.
But I was talking in that video.
I don't remember.
Okay, but that was the vibe around. Yeah, it was many conversations, good and bad. Maybe more one of it than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went to a cabin south of Oslo in the mountains. It was really cool. And on the way there was that long tunnel.
Oh my god.
9 kilometers?
I was about to say 11, but might have been 9. I don't know.
Something like that.
That was claustrophobic.
But you slept through
On the way
to
the cabin.
Yeah. I was like, will she wake up? Will she wake up?
I always try not to fall asleep because I'm an entertainer, and that's I see it as the biggest failure when I get sleepy. But then very rare occasions when Casta starts to say you can sleep, then I might take a nap.
Maybe that's when you're already dreaming, because I rarely say.
No,
Even though I'm okay that you sleep,
you always say.
but
You always say.
usually it's the driving, and then I see on the side.
No, that cannot be true. That cannot be true. And you mostly always say.
Yeah, I say, of course, because you start to look at me and
Extremely rarely, but there are occasions.
yeah. So yeah, that was a long trip, and I think the worst of that trip was actually when we got back to Finland. Just arrived. Didn't sleep well in the boat, or not long at least. It was very early morning. Then we were driving from Turku
I think so.
to Lappeenranta. It was like, I don't know, 300, 400 kilometers, something like that. And it was so like sunny.
Probably
I
even
th-
more. No, 400, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
at least. Yeah, it was really sunny.
Really sunny, very bright, and I was sleepy, and my eyes were like that, even with sunglasses, and it was really tiring to drive that. I mean, out of all the drives, it was the most difficult.
I remember we even had to stop for like breakfast, and we stayed there quite a while
Yeah, to get
in a gas station.
yeah, and it didn't change anything weather-wise. It was still sunny and
Yeah, yeah. Because
until
we
the
were
end.
staying a bit in the hopes of. No, it's rare that it's not sunny in this winter time in Finland. It
And
was
then
kind of confusing, no?
yeah, it was. Even though it was what, March, April.
March.
No, it was April because of Hangaiden was on 5th of April.
Ah. Okay, then it can be sunny in Finland already.
Yeah. And I think we came back like almost straight to work. No, maybe not.
Almost straight.
Yeah.
I think so.
That was a bit sad.
Because we were working, we couldn't have a too long holiday from the
Yeah.
work. Or
Yeah.
another work. Holiday from work to another work.
That's our holiday trips.
Yeah.
We work, and then we take a holiday trip where we go to work.
But that's what we have heard credit from our friends, that we know how to do this.
That we take.
We
in a-
take breaks.
Yeah, we take some place, we rent a place, we go there, and we're like, okay, this day, 2 days, 3 days, we're gonna rest. I don't know how much we actually rest, but maybe it helps.
I think it must help. I think we've been thanking ourselves many times straight after
Mm-hmm.
that. Oh my god, if we didn't take this, what would we do? Drive 3 days in a row?
Yeah.
And like, if we can, we usually then try to like have also a longer break if we go somewhere further. Like now that we had the chance to go to the cabin also in Norway,
Yeah.
where we stayed. How long did we stay there? Maybe
A few
3,
days,
4 nights.
something like that.
So a bit longer. And that was great.
Yeah, just I got sick.
Just you got sick. That's also part of our travels. One needs to be sick.
Yeah, rarely we are both strong enough.
But I guess it's good in a way that at least one at a time, not both together.
Yeah.
Even though.
No, in that place it was good that we are both. One was more capable because it was like no electricity. We have to put logs in to get to
Keep
get
the
warm.
cabin hot. It was
Yeah.
still, even though it was April, it was fully snowy.
Yeah, it was so much snow. It was like melting, but it was so much snow.
I guess because of the mountain
Yeah.
and different climate.
We were in the valley of the mountains. It was really cool.
Yeah, so it was heating up sauna every day, keeping the cabin warm, grilling. So it was 3 fires a day.
Yeah.
Technique.
And at night you have to wake up like 4 or 5 a.m. to
To-
put the furnace on again.
Yeah.
And I guess that's not so much resting then. Even though during the daytime it was quite chill. And
No, it felt. It was also quite in the middle of nowhere, so there was nobody around.
yeah.
So felt in a way peaceful.
Yeah, it was very peaceful and nice. And we played some board games, local board games, which were there in the cabin. The dice one,
Jazzy.
jazz.
Local board game.
I mean that it was there, not that it's made by them.
Then we were trying to catch salmon.
Then we tried to catch salmon, and the rod was
Oh my god!
was always breaking,
Yes, it got.
and we didn't even know if there is any salmon there.
No, we knew.
No,
We knew, but we didn't.
we didn't know how to catch salmon. Also, like with what? What kind of bait?
I think. I think we knew that we are not gonna catch a salmon with our bait because we had just some teeny tiny. Do you even call them worms?
No, something like that. Yeah,
The baby worms.
the baby worms. Well, that was
So I don't think neither of us believed in catching a salmon. Or did I say at some... No. No. But so the rod was getting stuck to the bottom of the river all the time.
yeah. It was the river was so strong that it's like always goes.
Takes the rod.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we would have needed... How is it called?
Spinning.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The... No, yeah.
Spinning. It's called spinning.
It's called spinning.
Yes. What are you trying to remember? Yeah. So that was fun trip, long trip, and then we came back to Lithuania in May or something, and had another trip after, which was also a long one. We went to Denmark from Lithuania.
We were like only a couple of weeks in Lithuania.
Yeah, yeah. We went to Denmark, which was another 3,000 kilometers.
That also ended up being so much.
Yeah,
No, yeah, Poland and Germany,
yeah,
big countries to cross.
yeah. And it was very nice. It was because we were going to swimming hole whole spring. It was nice to go to Denmark and find swimming holes there, like the outside one.
Yeah,
And we didn't try even inside there. We tried in other place. Yeah, but so the outside one was for free. So we just went every day, even though it's cold outside. We still go to swim.
because there is sauna also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the water was cold of the pool,
It was,
which was
it
so
was.
strange.
And then you said Michael Phelps, who also trained in the cold water, that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
felt like our own lives. Michael Phelps.
Phelps. Flips.
But
yeah.
that was great. And the residency itself was also wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. In Dynamite was really good.
And Denmark seems like a fun country,
It does, it does.
but expensive.
But well paid.
Yes. So, fair enough.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But yeah, a long trip again.
Long trip again.
Did we already know about audiobooks that time or not yet?
No, I think we only started to do that on the last trip of the year.
Probably. Last trip of the year.
Yeah, we went to the longest one.
So nothing else about this trip that you want to talk about?
Well, we stopped in what is the town? Oh my god, Gdansk for to sleep over on the way to Denmark, and
No.
no, and
Gastos, no.
we just
No.
were really tired next day,
Yes.
accidentally actually. So that made it a bit more difficult trip, but it was fine. It was totally okay.
Accident. No, I don't know if you can call it an accident. I guess we just accidentally had a bit too much fun.
Yes. Enjoyed Gdansk.
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 How do you say it actually?
I don't know. Gdansk. Gdansk. Yeah, so then we skip, yeah? We go on. I mean,
Go on,
we go on.
please.
We went to Netherlands. The Netherlands.
Oh, I was still going from Gdansk to Germany and to
Oh,
TINAP, and you are already in Netherlands.
there was nothing interesting. We stopped somewhere in Germany to sleep over.
Where they, here comes an advice,
Yes.
booking showed that there would be a swimming pool in Germany
Oh no.
in
Yeah.
one place. And then we get to the place and there's no water.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just empty pool.
Yeah. And it's a huge pool with all kinds of things, but it's empty because it's under construction or under renovation or something like that. So it was only sauna side, which was, thank God, at least that.
At least that, but they didn't mention anywhere that the pool is not
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. And it was like kind of spa.
Kinda a bit.
Yeah. So
Not like super fancy or anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a bit spa-ish.
yeah. So it was like we went there, and then I tried to write. I tried to write to them.
No, now you're mixing the story. I wrote to them.
You wrote to them. Ah, no, we. Yes, yes. Sorry.
I got into my first like internet customer service fight. It went under my skin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We were already in the parking lot and thinking that, but we feel a bit shitty about this. We should say that we came here only because of the pool, and you didn't mention it's not with water. It's without water.
Well, we kind of got the pool, just no water inside.
No, it wasn't even allowed to
Yeah.
get into the area anyways. So then we grabbed our balls and went back inside and said that. Why do you look at me like that?
I just don't remember.
Yes, we went back to the desk and said that hey, come on, this is not cool. You have to mention before we arrive that the pool is not working, by the way.
Yeah, that's how we said it. Hey, this is not cool.
However, we said that. Then the lady is like, no, yo, fail. She said,
Yeah, fail.
then she said that, okay, can we like give you instead free parking? That
Yeah.
normally the parking would cost, but now it doesn't cost for you because the pool didn't work. And we were like, okay, sure. Then we went to the car and we were like, it would have not cost anyways.
Yeah.
That we would have not paid anything for the parking.
There is no like gate or anything. You just go in and go out.
Maybe on the website it said that it might cost, but they didn't take any payment from us. So it would have not cost anything. So
Yeah,
we felt
yeah.
a bit betrayed again.
That's true. Like because we. Yeah. It
So
was-
then that's where the chat fight started.
Yeah, then you complained
Then I
in
complained
booking.
to the hotel.
Yeah.
And then they were something like, they were always going around my words. And then I ended up sending something pretty salty. In the end, that if you don't care about this, and we will give you 0 stars or something. And I think I wrote like some awful review with very bad stars. And they were just trying to like, sorry, miss, if we cannot. Or not even sorry. They didn't even say sorry at any point, but something miss.
Wow. So you try to affect them psychologically, and
That nobody else would make this mistake.
yeah.
Because we met also a gentleman in the sauna area who was also shocked about this pool missing,
Yeah.
understandably. So that's an advice. Always contact them beforehand if the pool has water, even
Yeah.
if they say they have a pool, because that's not nice.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this trip was also, I think, first one when we go to hotels or yeah, hotels mostly. We try to make sure that there is a gym or swimming pool or sauna.
Something to recover and move.
Yeah, 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 to recover. So actually, in Gdansk we had a gym and sauna, and then this one had just pool and saunas, but pool was not
Mm-hmm.
working. So yeah, so that was a good one also. But if you do this, then check that it's actually the pool is working and everything is fine.
Check that the pool has water and don't have too much fun on doing.
If you're going for a work trip. So
Or if you know you have to drive a lot next day.
yeah, yeah, because like gym felt so good after driving a long way.
So we were like half smart on this trip,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are getting there.
half taking care of ourselves.
Yeah,
But then, yes. So that's about it. Then we came back to Lithuania
few weeks.
for July, some weeks.
Yeah, and then it was super hot. We started to pack. We packed in huge heat in Lithuania. Like, I mean, huge for me, for us northerns. But it was really hot.
Was it really that hot already in Lithuania? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
when we put the tripod outside and then
Oh yeah.
put it down and put it to the car,
Oh yeah.
it was like no clouds, sun, and I don't know 30 and plus.
It was extremely hot, yes.
So
And we
yeah,
were a bit worried of performing outdoor shows
yeah.
because it was so hot. Makes you think, because you always think that you have to have just the lowest limit. What is the coldest you can perform, but
Mm-hmm.
what is the highest? I need an advice on that because I think we should have some number.
Yeah, and is it okay to perform when the sun is straight to your eyes and it's very hot?
Yeah,
We had that.
health wise, not.
We had that before when we performed in Lithuania and the same show, and it was sun shining to your eyes, and then you like this through the whole show because
Yeah,
you cannot open your eyes, and then after we all burned.
yes.
We all were red faces.
Also, when the stage, if there is a stage outdoors, or if it's dark color base where you're standing on and the feet just burn.
It was really hot stage, and we had some clothes in the set, so it was okay to stand on clothes, but it's not okay to stand on stage, which was like kind of black.
So the clothes made like little islands you can jump between. And wasn't it, wa- it was like a dance mat or linoleum, and wasn't it melting a bit?
Yeah. Like if you spin with the heel on it, it's like
Gooey.
Yeah.
So this is not an advice podcast. Looking for advice. What is the hottest weather you can?
Perform.
Because I feel like we've done it few times in too hot. Like it's dangerous health
Yeah.
wise.
You do physical stuff, your heart rate goes up. You're performing, so also heart rate goes up because of stress, and then the sun is all the time, and you're like for half an hour to hour all the time in the sun.
It's very extreme. Like they at least don't they say some limit for the like it's not recommended to even do heavy exercises in some kind of a heat. So this performing in big heat is kind of nonsense.
But it's work, so then it's different.
And I mean, what can you do?
On your leisure time, you of course you take safety and stuff. But when it's work, you do what you have to do.
But it's crazy. And also like everybody does it.
Yeah. No, I guess.
No,
I guess
all
there.
the street festivals. It's crazy.
I guess somebody has in their contract that if it's plus 30 and sunny, I am not going to do this.
No, that's what I'm thinking, but plus 30 already sounds pretty brutal. Like plus 25 is already in sun. It's pretty brutal.
Sun.
But then if you go to so limited numbers, when can you actually perform anymore outside?
Yeah.
I perform only when the weather is between 17 to 20 Celsius degrees.
And it's a little, there's a little breeze.
Not fully sunny.
It's cloudy, yeah. Also for the audience, like I mean, to watch that time when it was really hot, for the audience it was horrible. There was no shade anywhere except if they go somewhere to the side. So where they put the seats, it's like
Or standing in the noontime under sun.
overall to watch a show when it's not comfortable to sit to somehow watch in any position. It has to be a really good show.
Yeah.
Because when I'm uncomfortable, like I don't know, hot or no, mostly that's the annoying part when the sun is shining straight to your eyes.
Sitting somewhere on the asphalt.
Yeah.
Little rocks in your ass.
Then it's like the show starts to become like annoying, and I don't want. Oh my god! It's like every little bit of, I don't know.
Which doesn't satisfy you at all.
It's like
It doesn't even mean you need to be bad. It's just cannot win you over when you're so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There is very few shows. No, I have these few times I've felt that the show has been so good that it overtook my uncomfortableness.
Uncomfortability.
Yes.
Maybe.
So few times the show has been so good.
Yeah, but that's like it's not the show's fault if it's bad. It's just
Yeah, but it means that the show has to be, every moment has to be fantastic.
yeah, like that. It would distract me from my misery.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
still you think at least watching the performer that, oh my god, how they are doing it.
Yeah. That if they are also in the same situation, except if it's like they are in the shade and you are in the sun. So yeah, then talking about the heat, the last trip we went to Netherlands, which didn't stop there. But when we went to Netherlands,
Again, through Poland and Germany.
yeah, again, it's almost the same way as Denmark. Just we continued south, and then we started to listen audiobooks.
Finally.
Yes.
Because that's a great way to make the time go.
Yeah, we listened 2 books.
Kafka.
Yeah, Kafka and yes, Metamorphosis. And then we listened. So it was funny. I mean, it was entertaining, fun to listen to that. But then we listened to Matthew McConaughey autobiography, and that was really cool because it was read by him.
Green lights.
It was sometimes a bit quirky. No, I don't know what. I just didn't come up with the word. But anyways, a bit like, but
Okay.
I never use the word quirky, so it sounds really weird to say it. But it was really fun to listen to him talking about his
crazy life.
His crazy life, yeah.
But Kafka also, I feel like...
Sorry.
that I enjoyed it more as an audiobook than if I would have read it. I'm not sure, but it would have felt at least completely different. Now it was a bit funny, creepy, but if you would just read it alone somewhere in the dark evenings, it would be, I think, really creepy.
No, yeah.
So now it also... I don't know, it became a bit funny to listen it
Yeah,
together.
it was.
Gregor.
Gregor, do you want any food?
Gregor climbed on the wall and
Gregor was just feeling his body changing.
oh,
Yeah,
watching his sister lying on the floor, not able to turn.
yeah, it was funny to listen to the narrator. Is it reader, the voice?
It was great. But overall, both of these books I enjoyed a lot. And I feel like I'm scared to listen anymore because I enjoyed those so much that we listened already to the best,
No, yeah, we enjoyed.
which is not true, but
Yeah. So, advice which I don't give because this is not an advice podcast is to, and I will try. We will try probably to do when we travel again, to listen autobiography by the person who wrote that.
this is an advice I read from the internet.
Ah, yes,
Yes.
and it was great advice.
Yes. Of course, when the person themselves tells.
And then in some podcast, I heard that Matthew McConaughey said that he did just when he got it, when he had all the text and he needed to do the audio, he sat down and he did it like in one take,
That's
like with
unbelievable.
some breaks, but like 8 hours. Bam, he read it through all, and it's from the beginning to the end. He is like very, I don't know, entertaining, believable, catching you and
Living the stories
Yeah.
again.
green light. Except that part was a bit like
No, everybody can choose if they like that part or not.
yeah.
But great book.
Yeah. So audiobooks for traveling for long trips.
This
Even
we
th-
take.
Even though like you listen and then at some point it gets I get tired of listening it, like because you get tired of driving, especially if it's sunny, then it's the worst. If you're driving, it's sunny, it's a bit annoying this, and then again like watching the shows, you're feeling uncomfortable, then you're listening and you have to concentrate on that, and it's annoying, and it's combines to a bad feeling, and then it doesn't feel so good anymore.
So what do you do on those moments? to
Just
get back.
just shut everything down, drive and be annoyed to the road.
Is that what you
No,
think
no,
often?
I guess
Be
talk,
annoyed at the road.
talking is always taking away most of attention. Like what I felt that how the kilometers burned mostly was when we talked something interesting, and it doesn't matter even if if the conversation was like to the point that you're getting annoyed or like maybe even an argument, still it works.
Yeah.
It passes the kilometer. So advice which I don't give to anybody is that argue, have fun, talk. That will help for the trip to pass.
Yeah, and what we talked at some point that I don't know, we always hang out so much with people. Rarely we were, at least at that time, like rarely we were just two of us anywhere. So actually the car was the place to like place and time during the trips for us to just talk, two of us together.
Yeah.
So it was kind of also, I guess, healthy to argue it out if we had something to argue about, or go through the events that have been happening lately.
Yeah. Like to reflect on whatever happened.
Yes. So in the way, this sounds so cheesy or something that the travels were a place to reflect on what happened, but they kind of were.
Yeah.
That wasn't it. We went to Netherlands and we didn't come back
Yeah.
to Lithuania.
We haven't come. We still are on the way. So when we came to Netherlands overall, we had AC on and it was all right. I saw that it's like a bit hot outside. That
Yeah,
shows
when
that.
the air is shivering.
Yeah, like, and then we stopped in some gas station, opened the door, it's
Oh my god.
like immediately a heat wave.
Felt like you are stepping out to some hot mass, not like
Yeah, like you could feel the air.
it didn't feel like air. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was like, can I breathe here? Can I live in this
Yeah.
land here?
So this is Netherlands.
Yeah. This is that's what I will remember from now on. It's Netherlands.
But then the weather changed really fast. Like
No, yeah,
after like couple days, it was
yeah.
maybe
Few-
18 degrees or
yeah,
something.
yeah. So we survived it, and then we had a huge storm during our show where we were holding the
Oh my god.
tent, like a technician's small tent.
5
and
people hanging
5 people
to it.
hanging into it, and it still blew away.
4, 5.
Doesn't really matter.
And still the tent got fucked.
Yeah, it went.
All the metal parts were like.
Yeah, it all bended.
And at some point the wind was so heavy that I don't know, did we like let go or the wind took it from our hands? I'm not sure.
Took it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because we would have not made the decision all together at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's let go. So it took it.
We were all soaked wet.
Including speakers,
Yeah, and
sackfuls of clothes.
we were like, we saw those clouds far away, and we're like, no, will we do the show? Will we
Oh
do
my
the show?
God.
We should have packed way earlier, but we kind of hesitated because we wanted to do the show. And then it was like impossible. Of course, nobody was like when you see those clouds and the streets are empty and we are counting on people, audience on this from the street. So it was like just silly to wait.
But I mean, we did. It's not that we waited with already. We did. We thought we did security things, like we packed things under the tent
Yeah, we packed under the tent.
so that we would be okay. But the storm was crazy, so our security adjustments didn't save us at all.
Yeah. Like, thank God we started to pack some stuff into the car before the storm came, like laptop and stuff like that. I put to the car.
That's true. But then the speakers were not ours.
Yeah, but they are outside speakers, so they are like supposed to survive some kind of water.
Yeah. And then there was a friendly neighbor man, forever thankful for him. He also let us use, and woman, couple, who let us to use the toilet, and he also came in the storm.
Yeah.
The only person who came to help us.
Yeah.
Should I take something inside? And
Yeah. So that we survived.
but it felt so crazy. It felt like we are just in the middle of this storm, and we never know. We don't know when it will end, how long it will take.
And it
Nobody's
took a while.
gonna come to save us.
Yeah. We're left there alone with this volunteer
One volunteer
who doesn't know much around, looks like, and
trying to call, I think, to people who don't answer.
Yeah.
And then the technicians, I guess it was the company the festival had hired, came on like after the storm.
Yeah. When it was calm and nice.
And like, whoa, what happened here?
And taking photos of the broken tent.
The fucked up tent.
I have to show this to my friends. And we are like... So then we packed, went to the
Because
hotel.
we knew that there is coming another moment of the storm. We had like an hour
Yeah.
to pack the stuff. Of course, floor was all muddy and we didn't have any stage there. It was just mud.
Yeah. It was all wet. So, but then it was the end of the festival, and then we kind of, after one day or something, we started to go to Serbia.
Yes.
What? Another hot country. So it was from Amersfoort in Netherlands to Belgrade in Serbia with a couple stops on the way.
I guess it's just hot Europe. Because they were saying that it's never been that hot that time
Yeah.
in Belgrade when we arrived.
So that was a long journey through all the Germany and Czech Republic, no, Slovakia, Hungary. Yes.
Wait,
And
did
then
we go through Slovenia on the way and through Slovakia on the way back?
maybe like that.
I think so, because I bought that cute chocolate from Slovenia.
Yeah, probably we did like that. I don't remember exactly. But anyways, then we bumped into the border of Serbia where we had to wait, and then there was two borders from Hungary and from Serbia. It was a little bit scary.
Going out of EU
Yeah.
or yes, no, inside in Europe, but
Yeah.
out of the Union.
Out of the zone. Out of the zone. And it took a while. It was late. We were tired. It was super hot again. We stayed in Budapest for a couple nights, and it was very hot there.
Yeah, it was in the city. And yeah, at the border, they check everybody, I guess, because it is going outside the EU. They actually check everybody
Yeah.
a bit more careful. So I guess that's why it takes time. And as they were saying in Serbia, that you have to prepare with lots of time when you leave, like
Mm-hmm.
especially certain amounts of the year. Was it end of the summer or
There's some touristic time because
no? But it wasn't only touristic. It was like people go to work
mm-hmm.
from south
Yeah, some kind of time when it was more
when
busy.
it's packed. Yes,
Have to check it also if you're going there.
but now it wasn't even. It wasn't that bad, but still we spent probably like 2-3 hours. Did it
Something
take
like
that
that,
long? Yeah,
like maybe more about 1-2 hours. We were kind of not too long, quite lucky, I think.
I guess yeah.
Could have been worse. Because also when we were no, I don't remember. Anyways, when we were going back, it was quite fast also. It didn't take that long. Even though we got checked, like we had to open the trunk of the car and show inside.
While bringing rakia illegally.
Some rakia was taken over the border.
Nice and
very,
smooth.
very little.
Legal amount.
Legal amounts, yeah.
And it was really delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And the Serbian hospitality.
Yeah, Serbian hospitality was very good, but it was again super hot. Then we had some rain days in the last days.
Yes.
Again.
It was like first time raining after, was it the one whole month or
Yeah,
or
yes.
3 months? Something
more
crazy.
than a month. More than a month.
Could it be 3 months? It looked really dry when we were there.
It was all yellow grass and very, very dry. And then it was first time rain after a long, long time.
I don't want to lie. Maybe it wasn't 3 months.
No, I think it's 1, 2, something like that.
But not 3.
Maybe not 3. It's not the whole summer.
No, yes. Something crazy.
Something crazy. And then we went back. Went back from Serbia to Lithuania. End of our huge trip. End of almost 5,000 kilometers. Or 5,000 with extra driving we had.
Is it the... But it's not the longest trip we've had ever, or is it? Because we were living in Mallorca 2 years ago.
Yes.
So was that still a bit longer?
Yeah, that was longer. But of course, that happened not last year. It happened
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And
but
we stayed there longer.
Yeah, we stayed there for a couple of months in Mallorca.
So I guess it would be 2 separate trips to Mallorca and back. Not a round trip.
No, yeah, it is. So it kind of, but
No, but
no, but
that this wasn't our first time that long trip, but it was maybe our longest time on the road, kinda.
yeah, it was like a month, maybe even more,
It was a bit over a month.
of just living in the car, or living, of course, sleeping in some
Places on the way.
places, but all our stuff was in the car all the time. So some stuff, when you take out, it was like, oh my god.
And the car was so messy.
It was so messy, yeah.
But all went well.
Yeah.
It carried us. It hosted us. But what do you think? I guess it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, maybe let's wrap it up. Let's leave the next the other trips for next time. If we're gonna talk again,
Maybe
about
we will talk about trips again since it's part of what we do, but just a reminder, it's not a traveling podcast.
It's not a traveling podcast. Did we have some advice in this? This is not an advice podcast.
Oh no.
You have to write it down.
Oh no, but did we come up with any?
There was advice to get the
Oh.
EU.
But that's too many. You have to tell me the main advice.
Let's choose the EU.
The candidates are
EU health care thing to get the insurance. Then
argue in the car
argue in the car to skip the time while
to
driving.
kill the kilometers.
Yeah, and listen to the autobiography books read by the people which is written about. And then one more. No, okay, that's it. Let's keep it this three.
I vote for argue in the car to kill the kilometers.
Exactly. Argue during the trip, argue in the car to kill the kilometers, because when you arrive at your destination for holiday or work, you will already have been arguing, so you won't have to argue anymore, and you'll just have a productive, nice, good time.
Thank you. Peace out.
Thank you, peace out. This is not an advice podcast, so don't take it as an advice, but use it as you wish.
Bye.
Goodbye.